asymmetric movement, dude. It's so lame. Do I see another part over there? Can't hide from me. Guess I need a few of those, don't I? Robe of Wind. Ooh. Yes, very much, please. Versus Electric, Wind, and Earth. All down. Oh my god. Holy crap. That's a hell of an upgrade that she very much needed. Part A, and I need two of those. Part C. I think that's all the part C's that I need. Ah, interesting. I see what the game's making me do here. Very clever, very clever. If I wasn't a god tier gamer genius, I might not have figured that out. But thankfully, you're all very welcome that I am. Part F in chat. I only needed the one of that. I'm glad there wasn't random encounters in that little pit down there. That would have been really frustrating. As if it's not hard enough to freaking hit these things, they also cast blind on you. Nina's design is super cute in this, yeah, I have to agree. Nina is super cute in this game. Like, Breath of Fire 2 Nina is the hot one, and then Breath of Fire 3 Nina is the cute one. Don't think I needed part H. Oh, it's part B? I don't think I need that. Whatever. It's locked from the other side. Well, mission over. We lose. Game over. Guess that's it. I don't remember what Breath of Fire 1 Nina looks like, honestly. Rainbow Seagull, yeah. You just link a picture of a bird. This is what she looks like. Does that mean she can take on anyone? Susanna! I'm guessing I gotta touch those consoles to do something, but I searched the one and I didn't get anything. Well, I got 2 part Ds. Actually, I pretty much have all the parts. If I have 2 part Ds, I have the part Cs, I have the cross, I have the... I don't think I need the, like, the tube, the elbow tube thing, and then I need one more of the circle-y thingy. If that's the case, then we're kind of almost done here, I guess? Wow, that's brutal. Well, we might be here for a while, lads. I've played every Breath of Fire. But I played them all when they were new, so my memory of them is very limited. I know a little bit more about Breath of Fire 2 because I played it many, many times. But I only played Breath of Fire 3 and 4 once. And the reason Breath of Fire 5 is fresh on my mind is because we just played it last year. Unfortunately. What a garbage heap that was. Nina, you have wings. Just float down. Just float down, Nina. Nina, float down. Nina. Go home, Nina, you're drunk. Well, it's all on YouTube. I know you're not always, not everybody can do the pre-recorded stuff, VODs and whatnot, but I mean, it's there. Even Dragon Quarter's on YouTube. Even Dragon Quarter. Yeah, we got that. You wanted to witness my suffering live. Fair enough. Yeah, he will have days off and they'll all be on limit break. And then he'll never be able to take another day off for another year. Regular. Oh, the Phantasy Star Online beta starts next week, but only for Xbox One. Phantasy Star Online 2, yeah. As far as I know, it's an open beta, but it's Xbox only beta. The game is coming out on PC and Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of weird because Microsoft is really bad at exclusives, and like this is strangely like one of the better exclusives they could have gone with. It's weird. I don't get it. It's like somebody at Microsoft's, Xbox corporate was just like, oh, I have a brain. Oh yeah, I could use that brain. Oh, okay, let's do this. No, it's Xbox and PC. Also, it's originally a console game. So, I mean, but it was never released in the States. And it's kind of hard to call it an MMO. I mean, like back when Phantasy Star first came out, I guess you would definitely qualify it as an MMO since there really wasn't a lot of MMOs to pull from, but it's really more like an action-adventure game that's multiplayer, you know? Like, your party size is capped at 4, and you either go out solo or you go out in 2 or 3 or 4, and that's it, you know? You can't, like, see people in the world or anything like that. So I need 2 more elbows and a circle-y thingy. Yeah, I played the ever-living crap out of Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast, actually, the original release, and I loved it. That was like my first real interaction with like MMO online style play. Like technically, it was my first MMO. I mean, like back in the day, like that was you know, very big deal. It was much more of MMO than you would kind of consider today's MMOs. But Phantasy Star being on console is fine, but it's also not exclusive on console. It's only exclusive console is the Xbox and then PC. Which is weird. Well, I guess that's kind of Microsoft, right? Microsoft doesn't really have exclusives, they just have things that are on PC and Xbox. It's kind of the joke. I did play the GameCube one a lot too, but not as much as the Dreamcast one. Oh, there's parts on the beach now. Hey, look at that. That's one of the parts I need. Now I just need 2 of the elbows. Might be, it's kind of weird. No, part G is not on this. The darn wench is broken again. Let's see if parts respawn. Pico leveled up and he learned Purify. Nice. Otherwise his level was kind of doo-doo. But it's because he's got that speed trainer now to get his agility up. I want to get him a few points of agility first, and then we'll go back to Bunyan. Yeah, his agility is super doo-doo right now. But he also has a lot of heavy armor on, so... Oh, I can put those back on. You're gonna get Pico as part of your other arm? Nice. Dai has a badass, like, tribute to classic games sleeve tattoo. I've seen it in person, because I've seen him in Limit Break, and it's awesome. And he's gonna get his other arm done. Maybe we gotta go into the town for the other parts. Honestly, putting Reggie as board of directors for GameStop was a good move. He knows and understands the industry. He knows and understands like the memes and the communities and stuff pretty damn well. And GameStop is hugely out of touch. And it's honestly it would not surprise me at all if the whole Animal Crossing Doom memes that GameStop is doing recently was heavily influenced by Reggie. But they also need to do something about how games are distributed, because, you know, purchasing games online is really big right now. And nobody really goes into a game store that much anymore. Like, even during the holiday, I was at a GameStop during the Christmas season, like 2 days before Christmas or something like that. And it wasn't really that packed. It was like, there was half a dozen people in there, which is, you know, 6 times as many people as there normally are. I mean, granted, like, I prefer physical copies of games, but I just order it from Amazon. What GameStop needs to do is have an Amazon store if they don't already. That would be one thing. And then they got to do something about how they market their products, because, yeah. You know what they could do is start getting into retro games again. They could be a huge distributor for retro games, and they could corner that market, because no company really handles that. It's all mom and pop stores. No, there's no like corporate presence for retro games, and they probably have a huge stock warehouse full of retro games from trade-ins from years and years and years ago. They could catalog all that stuff and start marketing it pretty well. Although I imagine a lot of it is garbage sports games, but yeah. If they started cornering that market, buying up games in stock from retro stores that are going out of business, that could be a huge source of revenue for them, because retro games are becoming more and more popular for collection purposes and just in general. I mean, as far back as they go is like maybe PS2 or PS3. Renting console games? Nah. That kind of stuff is handled online. Gamefly is doing okay because, like, they have a very hands-off approach. You know, they don't really have stores or employees or anything like that. You know, they don't have customer service reps, and they don't have to have an overhead. They just have a shipment facility, you know, and a website. Let's see if there's another place where we can get parts, because I'm pretty sure I can't, get any more. From the ship, which is weird because it's kind of a short dungeon. There's got to be a way to open that door, I imagine, but... TMNT they gave you, it didn't work from GameStop, so I think that sums up their retro stuff. Oh. Well, they need to get better at testing it. You know, it's... I do plan on still opening that thing up and see what I can find out about it, because it might just be something that just kind of needs to be tinkered with. Sometimes those games, like those old games, just messing with them will fix it, because there's like a loose something or other. So, you know, your reminder of it makes me want to pop it open right now and see if there's something in there. Something simple, and then try it again. Although it was really fun to play and beat TMNT Turtles in Time with Dr. Suleiman last year. That was cool. Or was it the year before? Gosh, I don't even remember anymore. I think it was the year before. It was the year before. Because it was in Ryu's room. And you guys were in there. We just sat down, played it, and beat it. Like, just sat down, played it, and beat it. Yeah, I found all the parts in the boat, but there's a locked door that I can't seem to open up. And I found some parts on the beach, which makes me think that there might be parts in the town or from some NPCs or something now. Because after I did the event, a part spawned on the beach, so just taking a look around at other stuff. I'll talk to the master as well. Why do you feel like DQ vibes come in? There's a little bit of lack of direction in the game, but I mean, it's pretty standard for the era. Not like DQ2. Believe me, DQ2 was doo-doo, and we rated it as such. I have the full review of DQ2 on the YouTube now, by the way, and I post the link on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter and you're curious about my review for Dragon Quest II, it's there. It was my latest tweet other than going live, so it's right up there on front. No, Breath of Fire 3 has been good. Breath of Fire 3 has been good. It is a bit obtuse in places, but again, like I said, it's pretty standard for the era to not really give you clear directions as to where you can go. There's a sort of like, golly, we sure could use this, and you're just supposed to remember from back then an NPC said something vague about it, and you gotta go do that. Like the one guy said, you're a little too scrawny to be doing this, and that's your cue to go get the big buff party member and put him in the lead and talk to him with him, you know. That's like a tame version of how obtuse this game can be from time to time. Like, it'll give you a vague hint, usually more vague than that. And you just gotta go like, oh, okay, that means this. I don't really have a favorite Breath of Fire game, to be honest. I don't really have a lot of favorites. Like, I don't make mental lists in my head and just be like, this is the best game or this is the best Breath of Fire game. There are some things that exceed everything else by a huge margin for me. Like, one of my favorite of all time video game tracks is Guar Plains from Xenoblade Chronicles, and like it could easily be my favorite, but I don't really have like a favorite Breath of Fire game. All I know is that the first 4 Breath of Fire games are all great, and I remember having a very good experience with all of them, and that's about it. I would say that Breath of Fire is an easy contender for second best JRPG franchise, for sure, if you count only the first 4. But because there's only 4 Breath of Fire games that are worth noting, it doesn't really have like a very huge presence. And it's kind of dead since PlayStation era, so it's ancient. You know, it's ancient history. It doesn't really have a place in modern gaming anymore, unfortunately. Hey, what's up, Insane Man? What's going on? I already got that thing by the wench. I don't think any other JRPG franchise really quite has the level of detail and polish that Breath of Fire does from the retro era. They're definitely great franchises, but Final Fantasy is the clear winner. Like, there's just beyond a shadow of a doubt. And then everything else, you know, and Breath of Fire probably is the closest contender for second place because of the level of detail and polish and general good design that Breath of Fire 1 through 4 has. Oh, you know what? Maybe I gotta bring in Ray. Or maybe I can smack it open or something. Maybe I gotta use one of my special abilities. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Maybe if I use Nina on the console, it'll, like, power it with Cryum or something. I kind of forgot about my world map abilities a little bit. Imagine imagining, LMAO. That doesn't do anything. Maybe I can. No, I can't bring in Momo. The only other thing I can think of is bring in Ray, and maybe he can pick the lock. They don't run on crime. Nothing over here. How many pieces am I missing? I think 2 or 3. I feel like they're behind the locked door, but I don't know how to get through it, so. Yeah, if you want to offer your thoughts on my current predicament, please do so in the Discord. I like to play games pure